Well, I think it represents not only the next chapter, but our past chapter, our present chapter as well. I mean, we pride ourselves on the fact that we work today and provide for the retirees that came before us, that helped our union get to where it is today, but with a full understanding that it'll be the members of tomorrow that fund the pensions for the members of today. So there is a connection between our past, our present, and our future, and I think this structure proudly represents that. To me, this is a monument to the men and women who build North America, who build Canada. And I know that we are enormously proud that every motorist that drives down the highway is going to see the orange Liuna on the top of this building. Our motto is Feel the Power. Well, every motorist is going to see the power and feel the power of the Laborers International Union in North America.
Our benefit comes from helping the client achieve their goals and objectives. So in this case, the client wanted to bring several organizations under one roof and have a place to call their Canadian headquarters. And we did, our job was to make sure that they achieved their goals, and after lots of planning and 2 years of work, what you see now is a reality from a dream that started from Joe Mancinelli 3 years ago.
Well, Liuna is a very progressive organization, one that has a very rich history for the last 107 years, not only in construction, but a number of non-construction sectors. And this building represents a step forward in our organization, a step in the right direction. What we've done here is we've built a building, and that's a wonderful thing, and the brick and mortar is great, but there's more to it than just a brick and mortar. What we've done here is created an environment where we can have a number of Liuna departments working together, so that we can have our training department working together with our council, with our provincial council, where we can have an office where I can meet different captains of industries, owners of construction companies, whatever, and talk about health and safety, talk about training issues, talk about legislative issues. So what we've done here is we've encapsulated a number of departments of Liuna. For the very first time in our history here in Ontario and in Canada will we have all of these departments working under one roof. I think that'll pay dividends for our organization and for our members, because we've got a lot of talent and people. And they'll all be here in these 2 floors, representing our pension plan, representing our provincial office and our Tri-Fund office. I think it's going to pay enormous dividends for our members and for the industry in general.
It's an example of where Liuna has come. It's an organization that's been in existence for 100 years. Slightly under the radar, I think less well known as it should be, and I think this is a testament of 100 years of labor organization and a demonstration of where they are in today's economy and in today's world.
Well, anything that can strengthen Liuna's capacity to offer training to its members, both new members who are learning new skills and trades, and also more advanced members, if I can put it that way, who want to upgrade their skills, learn about new equipment, new approaches to safety. All that is going to help strengthen our province. It's going to create a more well-trained workforce, which is going to benefit us all.
We believe that our programs, our apprenticeship programs, are second to none. And in fact, when you look at the broad and jurisdiction, the depth and the breadth of the jurisdiction of our members, we do everything from tunnels to towers. So this tower, in large part, was done the exterior and certainly the exterior of the building, the shell of the building, was done almost entirely by members of Liuna. A lot of the interior work was done by other trades, but you can see the types of skills and the breadth of skills that we have within our jurisdiction. Also, I think we're the world leaders in health and safety. I mean, I've been to a number of foreign countries to speak on the health and safety mechanisms that both the province of Ontario has adopted, and that labor management cooperation in the area of health and safety, in which we believe we're leaders, but certainly the province of Ontario is also a world leader. And then thirdly, just the whole area of labor and management working together is a concept that is probably foreign to most labor unions, but is very much a part of what Liuna is.
What it does is it reaches out to the community. It supports so many charitable foundations, and is somebody that strengthens our community by the way that they work. So they put their heart into their labor, and for us here in Ontario, we know our strength is our people. Liuna knows the same, so we have a common vision.
Here we are today, a union of, families, a union of immigrants, a union of people who came together in this wonderful country to build what you see here. And I think this is a monument to what Canada symbolizes.
Obviously, I think we have an excellent effect on the economy. Unlike the United States, the economy, particularly the construction economy, is actually good in Canada. Our employment is extremely good here in Canada, and you have to be impressed about the level of officials, elected officials, that show up to an event like this. I think it shows the power and prestige of our organization. When you see our signatory contractors and elected officials that are here, they come here out of respect. And it also exemplifies labor, management, and government working together in its best form. So today was just another example of the power and prestige of the Labor's International Union, our leadership, and our membership.
Everything is beautiful here. It's just our chairman, Joe Mancinelli, that's got to give him credit for choosing a place like this and work with what you see around this building. It's Joe Mancinelli ideas.
I think that there's a number of things that I really like about the building. I love the entranceway. And now that we've unveiled the monument and the statue to our members and to our workers, I think that's, that whole entrance with the monument and walking into that beautiful space is still my favorite.
We are here with
Gino Cavicchioli.
Thank you for joining us, Gino.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So you are the man responsible for the beautiful statue outside that was unveiled this morning.
I was the one that was entrusted with this visual presentation and celebration, and it was a great honor to actually serve in that role. I originally did a bust of Enrico Mancinelli for Immigration Square, and I developed a wonderful working relationship with Mr. Mancinelli. So when this second opportunity came up, he invited me to submit some drawings and some concepts, and together we developed this idea of a father and son. So I had the great pleasure of doing a scale model and then developing it to just about 4 meters high.
I was going to say, how large is it actually?
Yeah, about 4 meters.
And I had noticed that you were taking a photo with a man who looked very much like the statue.
Yes, my friend Bob. My friend Bob and his son posed for me in my studio about 2 years ago. So the little boy was a lot smaller. But they're great people, and it was just great to have them in my studio. They were easy to work with, and of course, great friends.
So it was a 2-year process to complete this work?
From the beginning to the actual finished product, yeah.
And what would you title it if you could give it a name?
Padre e Figlio, which means father and son.
This is a story here of many, many individuals and a lot of people that have contributed to getting our organization to where it is right now. And so even though today I received a number of accolades from a number of people, but you know what, I'm just a caretaker in this moment in time. There's been a number of people before me, and there'll be a number of people after me that'll continue building this organization. So it feels great to be a part of it today.
We've been working for this organization since 1981, and all I can tell you is that they're first-class people with caring and that care for the worker. And it's just a privilege to see all the collateral benefits that come out of a project like this. Seeing people work on the site with their, for what their goals are, which is supporting their families, educating their children. So this is one of those projects that had a lot of good feel about it, other than just concrete, mortar, and glass.
My favorite feature of this new building really is the 6th floor in this boardroom. When you look at this boardroom, it looks like something out of the United Nations.
Yeah.
And I think it exemplifies the importance and the power of our organization, and with the views and the magnificent room here. But really, what's the best part of this building is what happens on the 6th floor. And that is, as great as this building is, and as proud as we are of the building, we're prouder of what this building does. And on the 6th floor, what happens there is that Dave and his dedicated staff generate the pension checks for our retired members and their families that make the difference between people having and not having the ability to go on. So that's what we're most proud of, and I think this building exemplifies that and embodies that. So today is a great day for the Laborers International Union of North America, and certainly a proud day.